ass down, cut you up like your pasta. Do what you said, you ain't no mother. I'ma keep it gutter. I'ma keep it gangster. Boy, you done up, now you know you in danger. When I see you walk up on you like a stranger. Now you wanna drop some knots, I see your son, I spank him. You gotta say my daddy name just to make a banger. The way I put him under, call me Uptown Ranger. All my certified, we Uptown slangers.
Now, who in fact do y'all think that he talking about? We finna find out though. We gonna get down to the nit and grit of things. For real, for real. But with that being said, kick that intro for me one time. Believe that.
Yelling behind us. Cash is playing. Red, come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. I'm the greatest thing that ever lived. I don't have a mark on my face. And I upset Sonny Lisbon. And I just turned 22 years old. I must be the greatest. I tell the world. I talk to God every day. The signs with the king on out of here.
What's going on today, folks? It's your boy King KO back with another video. And for today's topic, we got that boy Lil Ivy Jr. And Lil Ivy went in on Instagram Live, you know, and let it be known exactly how he feels about Boosie and his son. You know, we just gonna keep it honest and put it out there, man. You know what I'm saying? He went in and a new snippet that he showed on IG. I can't show it on here, of course. You know, the music that he played, but I can definitely show y'all, you know, when he started rapping the song a cappella and really let us know what the words had to say. You know what I'm saying? And also, you know, just voiced his opinion on it. Then he decided, you know, he wanted to hop on IG live with Myrtle. You know what I'm saying? They boy from Myrtle Street, you know, chopped it up with him and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? But really just displayed a lot of his new music and showed us everything that he has in his new arsenal and what he's been working on. You know, and I'm actually proud of the youngin'. You know, he doing some great things as far as the music tip, man. He on his doing his thing right now. He trying to come up. He trying to blow up out of the water. You can't hate on a man who trying to do something positive. You know, make a positive out of coming from a negative situation. That's a key thing that we got to remember, man. Support everybody, you know, that's trying to make something better out of themselves. That's what'll make us better, you know, amongst each other as a people. But I'm gonna stop talking. Let's go ahead and get to it. Believe that.
They say he ain't been back. He got, man, that man. He gonna shoot that G quick, man. He gonna shoot that back in. He shot at who? He shot at what? Yeah, I got money on that. Look, Lisa texting me now. How was the studio? It was great. Well, I couldn't live down here, it'd be too much movement. Huh? I better pop one of these, man. These moving a little bit too much down here. Stay still. They like to walk around and sit your down somewhere.
This man, it was like that Philly.
I can't go live in a place like that.
To walk straight in the street. They don't even give a bro.
Hey, man. I've been kind of charged in the way.
Right out in front.
Oh, my mom. No wait on that. Just out there, but these ain't. These in get leaked today. These you gotta hear this shit, man. Look at that street over there, man. That can't even get down this street. I don't know how they caught some of these niggas traffic like this. I see why. walking in and out of stores and
That's little though.
be all through this. But look though, it's another song I ain't. Oh look, no, no, I can't do it. It got quiet as a mother phone. Hold up, let me see something.
Act like a soldier, man. You just created.
Yeah, they feel like they just making
First
you.
time even charging this, you ain't never probably ain't never got things on 25.
Man, Jesus.
Run off with it.
Hey.
That's crazy.
Except 25, he said no.
Like, yeah, that's just you just did one for 800, man.
Right there.
A few weeks back.
Right there, boy.
But you know what? At the end of the day, he got the right to charge. But he just
Ready to work.
he ain't gonna make nothing now.
810.
Yeah, man, that's the only thing the youngin got to truly work on to blossom into superstardom is his quick temper, you know. Just the young mentality of thinking like, just because I don't like a situation, I'm gonna go ahead and flash out. Now you got to get past that, you know, especially if you want to be a star. You're gonna be state to state and dealing with all kind of different people all the time, so you got to be able to hold your composure, you know, even when your back's against the wall and you're in tough situations. But this next clip, he finna speak about, you know, what we was talking about in the beginning, and we're gonna go into detail and in depth about it, you know, and just break down, you know, kind of what's going on in the situation and what's being talked about. But yeah, man, y'all go ahead and pay attention to all of this stuff, even the first part where he said Dada, because Boosie got a song done, Dada, but let's check it out.
Take your ass down, cut you up like your pasta. Do what you said, you ain't no mother. I'ma keep it gutter. I'ma keep it gangster. Boy, you done up now, you know you're in danger. When I see your walk up on you like a stranger. Now you wanna drop some knots, I see your son, I spank him. You gotta say my daddy name just to make a banger. The way I put him under, call me Uptown Ranger. All my fight, we Uptown slangers. I had another one. What this shit? This 4-5. Oh yeah, turn up. Oh, how's it?
Now, y'all need to understand that whole little verse right there, he was going at Boosie, everything about it, you know, saying that he ain't no Dada. You know, then he also brought up Tootie Raw, where he told him that, you know, he gonna spank his son. Then, you know, also what he been saying, you know, you can't make a hit without putting my dad's name on the track. As we all know, Boosie does like to use this man's father name a lot. And that's just ironic to me, man. How can you literally say you got so much love for this man's father, and the son you kind of acting like you got some friction with, you know? He also went on to talk about having a bag on his head. And that's just crazy to me, man. You know what I'm saying? And we don't put no names or anything out there and try to like connect no dots as far as, you know, who could be the one that had the bag dropped on him. But all I'm saying is, you know what I'm saying, boo, if this is supposed to be your nephew, because Ivy was supposed to be like your brother, you know what I'm saying, you being one of the kings of BR, you supposed to clear that up, man. You supposed to look out for the youngin', you know what I'm saying? You supposed to make sure he good. You know, he shouldn't have any problems. Like, you know, when it come to my brothers, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna make sure all they kids good. You know what I'm saying? My younger bro just caught 24 years, you know what I'm saying, a couple of days ago. You know what I'm saying? By the way, you know, when I was telling y'all about him facing the M1, you know, they ended up dropping it down to M2 and then gave him 24 years. So we all dealing with that and whatnot. And like I told y'all before, man, you know, drop me a hashtag, free goal life. But on the cool, you supposed to be there, you know, for your boys' kids or your brother's kids, man, to the end of it. It ain't no backing out. Even if, you know, youngin' grow up and feel some resentment towards you, you should never reciprocate that resentment towards him. You know, he's still adolescent. He's a child. He's still growing up. He's learning. But you teach him why, you know what I'm saying, you and you gonna be there and you gonna stand tall, and he ain't gonna like a lot of things that you say or you do. But you gotta show him, hey, you know what I'm saying, everything I'm doing is to better your situation and teach you how to be a better man, you know what I'm saying? And eventually he'll catch on. You also teach him to stay away from the negative things that you had going on in your life. Ultimately, you start becoming like a father figure to, you know, your nephews that no longer had a pops around. That's how you stand up for your boy and his kids. That's how you honor his name and keep his name moving. Whether, you know, he doing a super long bid, you know, or if he in the grave, you stand up and you handle that wax. But we're going to stop talking about that. Let's go ahead and move on. Believe that.
Black, and I'm going to hit him where his dome at.
What you doing?
Just be out here. Don't even be doing it. Just dress up for work. Don't even be no real gas. Go smoke a cigarette. They make you dizzy. Right, make you pass out. Work or something. I ain't lying, them Joes put me in my feelings, dog. Let me ask some people. Man, who wanna get at it, man? Y'all chill. Hey Block, what Monday is, Savage? The 21st. So, hey, we getting your flight for the 21st, Block. Hey Block. What's up, Sean? What's up, man?
What's poppin'?
How to smoke like the big man?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know, it's work. Oh, man. Just, you know, working like usual, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, man, you gonna pull out the bankroll on it.
Just working
that's how
like
you
usual.
coming.
Just working like usual. You know what I'm saying? Free. Free, too. Yeah, free.
Hey,
man.
Long blood.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm
picking up weekend. Yes, sir.
Yeah. That's a play.
Blood, that's a play.
I bet.
Alright.
You West Ubering right now. West Ubers. X yourself off here.
What up?
X yourself off here.
Alright.
What I was finna do? Oh, that's what I was finna do. No, I wasn't. Let's see. I can. Hey, you the one mixed that me and Yoshi song, right? You mixed that, right? You the one sent it back to me. You did. Let me see.
Next up, on a more positive tip, we got the fight that's going on tonight, and by the time y'all see this, it'll probably be on. But we got Adrien, the Problem Broner, versus Giovanni El Lobitos Santiago. And this is going to be a good fight simply because Santiago is 14-0. You know, he has one draw. And Adrien Broner, as we all know, is 33-4 with 1 draw. Santiago is from Puerto Rico. Broner is from America. Santiago is having his first big step-up fight. You know, he fights at 140, so he fights at junior welterweight. But as we all know, also, Adrien Broner could not make the 140. You know, he had over a 2-year layoff, so he blew up in weight a little bit, man, and then he had to shed all that weight as quickly as possible, you know, to make up for this fight. You know, we all know he had his problems where he went to jail and whatnot, and, you know, just all the legal problems that was going on. But I'm proud of Broner for making it back. But let's go ahead and read off basically what this whole little fight card looks like. First, you got Robert Easter Jr. fighting Ryan Martin. Robert Easter Jr., as we all know, he's coming off of a draw, and he hasn't really been that active ever since he took the loss to Mikey Garcia. Robert Easter Jr. has literally been underwhelming to me, you know, as of late. I felt like Robert Easter Jr. had all the tools to be, you know, one of those top boxers in the sport, especially at the junior welterweight division, at the 140 division. Just his length and measurements, you know, should put him in elite presences. Ryan Martin is coming off of a loss also. He lost to Josh Taylor, and I think it was by knockout. But, you know, Robert Martin I would pick Robert Easter to win this fight easily. Don't know if he is coming mentally prepared, so I would say a stoppage if he is mentally prepared. So, I mean, I don't know. We'll check it out and see what's going on. The next fight will be Dominique Brazil and Otto Wallen. Otto Wallen is coming off of a win in the UK. Dominique Brazil is coming off of, you know, a loss to Deontay Wilder, so he's been relatively inactive. Good to see Dominique Brazil getting back in the ring and, you know, getting back to it. It's a great thing to see. We'll see who wins this fight. I'm definitely betting on Dominique, even though I don't feel like he has been as active as I would like. And Otto's coming off of a very good win, a knockout stoppage win. Next up, as we all know, the last and final fight is going to be Adrien Broner and Giovanni Santiago. I just want to say a few things to about Adrien right quick, man. I'm proud of the fact that, you know, he worked his way back after a 2-year layoff to get back to this point, you know, where he's ready to fight. As we all know, Broner had the talent to be one of the all-time greats, you know. Broner definitely does. I feel like he's definitely still had a Hall of Fame, almost a Hall of Fame level career. He's definitely up there, you know, probably not top tier, but, you know, a second tier Hall of Famer. Broner had all the intangibles to be the one to take over the sport after Floyd Mayweather. He should have been that. He should have been that guy. We all know that. We all know that. You know, as far as, you know, the speed, the punching power, the footwork, and also the ability to market himself. He could promote himself very well. He made himself a very hated fighter, you know, by the media, just like Floyd Mayweather did. And that's how Floyd Mayweather started getting those 9-figure paychecks, by becoming a villain in the sport of boxing. People just overlooked what he did as a youngin' when he was Pretty Boy Floyd, and only knew him as Money Mayweather, you know, the household name that people all hated. You know, they overlooked his career as a youngin' and how he steamrolled through every division that he was in coming up. So he had all those intangibles. He definitely did, man, and it fell apart. But to see a win tonight from Adrien Broner would definitely be good. I'm betting on him to win. I'm betting on him to stop him around the 7th or 8th round. You know, I know Adrien Broner hasn't had many stoppages, you know, especially in a welterweight division. I believe he lost every fight that he's fought except for one in the welterweight division. I might be wrong, but I know he lost to Jesse Vargas. I know he lost to Manny Pacquiao. You know, he lost to Sean Porter. You know, he pretty much lost, you know, every fight that he's fought at welterweight. So, I mean, never felt like welterweight was a good decision for Adrien Broner. I always felt like he should have stayed, you know, 140 and south, you know, at least stay like 135, 140. I know it was hard for him to make that weight, but he was physically dominant at those divisions. The 147 division seemed like it was too big for him. Even though I know in the fight with Sean Porter, they kind of looked like they were literally, there was no size difference at all. You know, Adrien Broner actually looked like he was a little bit bigger from the shoulder wise, but that all can be easily can fool you. I don't feel like his power transferred. You know, his speed looked like it kind of did, but then again in the Jesse Vargas fight, he kind of looked like he was a little bit slow and a foot behind Jesse Vargas. You know, later on in the fight, he kind of came on a little bit, but it was too much over. In the Manny Pacquiao fight, he seemed like he just gave up, like he wasn't there physically. I know that Manny Pacquiao is physically the smaller guy, but we all know that Pacquiao fights a little bit bigger than, you know, his size. I don't feel like Adrien Broner had that same thing. I think he shouldn't try to take the Floyd Mayweather path and go all the way up to 147. Even though he was getting froze out of fights at 140, I think he definitely still could have managed to, you know, dig something out and create a, you know, a truly legendary career, even though he already has one. You know, a semi-legendary. I'll give him a semi, you know, even though he already has one. But if he continues, you know, to keep going on down this path, you know, of coming back and the hard work that he's putting in, the fact that, you know, he put down the liquor and put down the women, as he said, you know, during his press conference, and let it be known that he's ready to end his life in his fight just for a win. If he keeps that confidence and keeps everything that he's been saying up, we definitely will see the legend that we thought Adrien Broner could be come out tonight and in the near future. If he can get, you know, a few more fights in, you know, this year, then we can look at Adrien Broner back in a position to be fighting for a title. But I don't really know who he would win, who he could beat at 147. I think he should stay at 140. You know, probably try to get a fight with Josh Taylor. You know, I feel like Josh Taylor is going to win that undisputed bout. So I think he should definitely stay down there, try to get a fight, just in case Josh Taylor doesn't quickly move up and go fight Terrence Crawford, as we all think he's going to do. You know, but then again, one of them gonna have to vacate them belts, and they gonna have to, you know, somebody gonna have to step up, and maybe we could see Adrien Broner be a champion again at 140. That would definitely solidify his legacy after a 2-year layoff. He comes back and then becomes a champion. And what if, I don't know, man, you never know. He could probably be in a position to go undisputed. You know, if he could do that at 140, we'd definitely see Adrien Broner's trajectory of his career be turned around. He could definitely make, you know, a whole new career, just like we seen what happened with George Foreman, you know, when he came back and became the heavyweight champion again. That's something that should not be taken, you know, lightly, because this in this day and age, I feel like it's a lot tougher to do that. You know, I feel like boxing has evolved so much. I don't think a lot of the old heads give credit to these boxers and how much more evolved it is, how much more these athletes have so much more athleticism. Like, they have taken leaps and bounds in that area, and a lot more boxers are more versatile. Now, if we're talking about George Foreman's situation, like in today's damn age of the heavyweights, you got the super heavyweight division. You got fighters like Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, you know, and the list goes on and on. Now, do you think that George Foreman would have been able to be in there with an athletic monster who hits just as hard as he does, like Deontay Wilder? He moves and gets around too much and know how to cut those angles. And these athletes are crazy nowadays, like Manny Pacquiao, just a crazy athlete. And I know he's been in the sports for 20 years. He's been in the sport for 20 years, but he's still a new age fighter. And I feel like his athleticism took a huge turnaround, you know, during like the early to mid 2000s. You know what I'm saying? That's when he started to shift. So nowadays, you got to look at athletes like Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence Jr., Sean Porter, you know, Udanis Ugas, you got Gervonta Davis, Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, Teofimo Lopez, Ryan Garcia, you got Lil B-Hop, you got even like the Russell brothers. Like, we need to talk about Gary Antoine Russell. You know, Gary Antoine Russell is a threat at the welterweight division that I don't feel like anybody's talking about. That's a young and up-and-coming, hungry fighter, you know, that's taking his time on becoming a world champion. Because I feel like he can definitely challenge somebody right now. You know, he might even be able to beat Udanis Ugas right now. As we all know, he beat Jerron Ennis in the amateurs 3 times. Jerron Ennis beat him 1 time, you know, in the qualifiers, and then he came back and beat him 3 more times, you know, to go to the Olympics and fight in the Olympics. So that's something that shouldn't be taken for granted. But yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here though, man. Y'all definitely check out the fight tonight. But on the cool, with that being said, I'm out. Believe it.